The second of 4 planned L-mount Lumix S 1.8 primes is on the way. On the distant heels of the 85mm that they dropped last year, Panasonic has unveiled a 50mm 1.8 S lens that we've all been waiting for, including myself. This is the second lens in a proposed 4-lens lineup that will eventually include a 35mm and a 24mm that'll have the same size housing, weight, filter thread size, and fast 1.8 aperture that'll complete a quad set. One of the main ideas here, aside from just being a great photo and video lens, is that this lens will make gimbal shooting easier since no weight will have to be redistributed when changing lenses. I was really impressed with the quality of the 85 when it hit the market last year, and now having got the chance to shoot extensively with this new nifty 50 on a recent wedding, I am equally impressed. In fact, I'm shooting with it right now to record this with autofocus enabled, but let's take a look at some of the footage I was able to get with it out in the field. This is all footage from my Panasonic S1, and although I'm not typically an autofocus shooter, I usually prefer to manually rack for greater control. I did find myself using AF mode because the screen tap autofocus was pretty fast and convenient when doing detail shots and tracking faces. When I got back to the studio and looked at my footage, I was really impressed with the clarity, the color, and the great thing about this lens is it's so light and I'm hand holding all of these shots. So working with it is a pleasure. And it really just looks fantastic. I'm really happy, just like I was with the 85, just the sharpness and the vibrancy I get from this lens. So here's some technical stuff. The 50mm has 9 elements in 8 groups, 3 spherical lenses, 1 ED lens, and a single UHR lens. Your minimum shooting distance is going to be just under 1/2 meter. The thread size is 67mm, just as on the 85, and also anticipated to be on the 35 and 24mm lenses as well when they make their debut, hopefully this year. The 50mm also weighs in at 300 grams. It's very light, and I really love the focus ring on the 50, as also on the 85. It does take a little getting used to the focus by wire when manually racking, but that's to be expected. Once you get the hang of the focus ring feel and speed of which you need to turn it to nail focus, it becomes second nature. At least it did for me. That's about it for the 50mm 1.8. I'm super excited that it's here. Now we just have to sit back and wait for the 35 and the 24mm lenses when they drop, and hopefully that will be sooner than later. For Adorama TV, I'm Rob Adams. Till next time.